And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And shedding the tackle and now some room. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. It's a kickoff return score on a squib kick, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Still going. Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Chicago. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
Well, let's be honest. A lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Call that an 84-yard kick return. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On the draw, this is Cohen. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 25 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Let's go.
Back out coming Chicago's offense, CD, and the Bears got the win on Thanksgiving over the Detroit Lions. Kind of interesting, 5th straight win over the Lions on Thanksgiving. They beat them last year as well, but that win, now 2 in a row, puts them back into the playoff race in the NFC.
5th straight on Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
You know, if you host Thanksgiving, shouldn't it be like a college team hosting homecoming? Shouldn't you have
it's an automatic win, right?
And they're getting jumped on by a bad deal, but you're right. The Bears are definitely back in the playoff race in the NFC, even though it's tough sledding in their own division with Green Bay and Minnesota setting the pace. But if Mitchell Trubisky continues to play at that level, coupled with their defense, the Bears could make some noise down the stretch.
Speaking of down the stretch, Final Four, they'll be home against Dallas on Thursday night at Green Bay, home for Kansas City and at Minnesota. So certainly not an easy game in that final group. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Now Trubisky on 1st down. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's into the end zone for 2. So the fake works. And as a result, this game is tied. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big bump.
Now a hit and a loose football. Just bowling over tacklers. Still shedding tackles. Touchdown, Bears.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar, because we learned the only time...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He's got Burton here. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First down, a run with Cohen. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for Chicago. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it a 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Newton, meanwhile, here connecting with McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now with that clock rolling. Throwing is Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3-quarter pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? What are they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
Newton now to throw. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Newton now to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, 35 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So this drive spans 7 plays, and Carolina scores to cap it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20, as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, a touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Now Newton. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 39, Trubisky. Going left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now this is fielded in the end zone. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
So that one will be accepted. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Flush to it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's Davis now. Gets through, and now an opening. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Davis, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. Now Newton. And that is incomplete here.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And to the tight end, Olsen, right side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. To throw is Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Newton. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Right there. 54, right there, 54 Mike.
On third down, Davis. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Brian Burns. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, they were 2 for 3 on fourth down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He'll look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's second down. They work again from the 38 on second and 10. They'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers.